Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. Remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to being offended, and as well as nothing you see on the Police Accountability Show constitutes legal advice. Please seek out a local lawyer. And welcome, everyone, and welcome to another Police Accountability Show. And today's topic is police boards, politicians, and unions. Should they be charged for police misconduct? And the answer is yes. Why? Because when an employee does something at any other business in our country, the employer is liable for what they do. Why? Because they're responsible for them at the time. So I believe that we should also be charging the sergeant, the chief, and or the police union and the politicians and or police boards associated with that officer. Because why? Because they were derelict in their duties in ensuring that the police were doing their jobs. And we see examples of this all the time. Right? We see it all the time. Cops jumping on people. Cops aren't scared of their bosses when it comes to corruption, when it comes to, they really do think that we should go to jail for the rest of their lives if they even accidentally die in an association with us. Right? And these police boards, politicians, police unions, they block proper police accountability. Why? Because they're not being accountable themselves. They're the bosses that all of these officers report to. And what are they doing when they see us jumping on someone, when they see a bunch of officers beating someone? Do you ever see them intervene? Do you ever see them do something? No. There has to be a public outcry to force the politician's hand to then do something remotely democratic or positive to help these people. And that's where we need to step up as a society. We need to step up as people. We need to contact these politicians, police unions, police boards, because we want the police officers, obviously, that we see on television, right? And who's going to do that for us? Well, it's their boss. Just like any other company is responsible for its employees, the police boards, the police union heads, and our politicians who are responsible for the police should be also held liable in these situations. And why? Because the second they care, the second it affects them, when an officer isn't doing their job correctly, then they're obviously going to be out there to do something about it. They're going to care. See, right now, they don't care. They don't care if they beat us to death. They don't care if they kill us. They don't care nothing, right? And we see examples of that every single day. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. The police feel that their service gives them the power of God, where they can choose death for us based upon even the accusation of one day committing another crime. They can say, oh, we thought they were going to hurt someone. They thought they were going to hurt us. You know what I mean? And these are just the stories and the crap they make up every single time they get into trouble. So it's up to us as people to support police accountability. It's up to us to support accountability for the police boards, the police unions, and the politicians, because we need to start holding them liable. And why? Because we're not going to see a change in the employees until we see a change in the boss, until we see a change in the culture. And we want good cops. We want the police you see on television that do a great job. And I think that's a lot of the problem. People see this police shows online and they really think that's the way the police are. And we end up watching great actors who do a great job. And I'm not knocking their portrayals or saying they're doing a bad job. They're doing a great job. It is entertaining. They're fantastic actors. No one's saying anything negative about them that I'm aware of. But at the same time, they can inadvertently create a wrong light of the police. And that's where we do want those police. Those are the police we want. Those are the police we don't want these crimes happening in our communities. So what I'm asking you is to support police accountability, support charging police boards, police unions, right? Politicians who aren't making these officers do their jobs. If we have repeat offender officers, especially, I think we should start charging the police board, right? And not just little charges. I mean real fines that are going to affect their day. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Should we charge the police boards? Should we charge the police unions? I think so. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Anyways, this has been another police accountability show. Don't work too hard.